Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Well, just in time for the new year, Belle Tress has released 12 beautiful new styles in 12 new colors, and I'm so excited to be able to show you one today. This is Malibu in the new color Mocha Maple Brown. I'm very excited to get a good look at this beautiful style and share it with you. Before we start, as always, I wanted to ask, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe down below, like and comment, and we'll get started. So Malibu here is part of Belle Tress's new city collection, and I'm so excited about almost every single style on that list and can't wait to review as many as possible. But this is the first one that I've received, and she is gorgeous. She does not disappoint. And I'm very excited to get a good look at this color too. We will do that in detail, but let me just give you a sneak peek. What does this color remind you of? Of course, this is My Wavy Day by Raquel Welch in Hazelnut. I think this color is very similar, but we'll look at that outside in detail. So first, let's look at this style. Sleek, mid-length, gorgeous, looks styled but not too fussy. Very low density, and absolutely my kind of style. She kind of reminds me of a shorter Miranda Light by John Renault, which is also a favorite style of mine. But I love this length. I love a mid-length style. I think I'm 54 years old, and for myself, I just prefer mid-length styles or bob styles. So let's go ahead and look at the details on this one. We have an extended lace front. And as you can see, we have very delicate knots. It runs from, trying to feel, I think here to here on me, that extended lace front. So a very generous extended lace front with delicate knotting and some of those lighter fibers in the front to help soften that hairline. And then we have, there's still that zigzag parting, and I will want to change that. We have a left mono part, so I should be able to create some nice scalp appearance with that. And then we just have these layers throughout, which also help the style appear very low density. We have some really pretty face framing pieces. They kind of curl inward here. Let's go ahead and look at her from all sides. Here she is from the right. And the back. You can see those layers. And the left. I do want to, of course, change that part and steam the fibers away from my face. I always like to do that. We will do that together, and then we will look at the cap construction. We'll go over some styling options for this beautiful style. We'll take her outside to get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. And then lastly, we'll go over final thoughts. So I have my rat tail comb. Let's go ahead and change this part and see if we can create some nice scalp appearance. So I'll just go ahead and run the comb down the center of that zigzag as well as I can. And the moment of truth. There we go. That is a nice parting space. I do have to say it's just a little sparse in the front here. I might want to play with that and make sure that that front hairline doesn't look too sparse. So I'll do that probably on the blockhead, and I might need to go a little further to the side. And then we'll look at that together, and we'll steam the new part in place and steam the fibers away from the face. All right, so I played around with the part a little bit and got it exactly where I would like it to be. And I also placed a piece of silicone scar tape underneath there so that we can really see what that parting space would look like against a natural appearing scalp. And I do think I will end up thickening this area a little bit, and I'll show you how I do that after we steam these fibers in place. I have my iSteam steamer here. This is just a handheld clothes steamer that I purchased on Amazon, and I like to use this to steam my styles. I have a video on my channel all about how I like to steam style my wigs, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and get started.
When you're steaming, be sure to direct the steam at the fibers, not at the delicate lace front or monofilament portions of the cap. Keep the steamer moving. Don't leave it in any one place for more than 3 seconds. As you can see, I like to create 2 sections on the right side when I do my steaming.
All right, I think that should do it. Now I need to let these fibers cool completely so the new style can set. And I'll put her back on and we'll see if we like the results. The fibers are nice and cool now. Okay, absolutely. Look at that. Gorgeous. I absolutely love this style. And I really like that little bit of lift, a little swoop away from the face. I'm debating whether I really need to darken this area a little bit. I think I will. I'm just such a perfectionist. I can't help myself. So the style you receive may not have this issue. I think very often styles vary a little bit. You know, there are variances even with the same style and color. So absolutely look at that carefully before you make any changes if you'd like to return your style. But I will be keeping this one, and let's go ahead. This is just a little eyeliner pencil I have, and I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of color. I wouldn't do it at the very front hairline, but a little further back. You can see you have darker fibers up here, and I think if we just add a little bit of color in this area on both sides, then this will be less noticeable. So I'm just going in through the fibers and just gently and unevenly apply a little bit of color to the lace, just to fill that in a little bit so that it's less noticeable. It's on the side anyway, so I don't think it's very noticeable, but there I am going in from the left. And then, of course, if it's too much, you can play with that and remove a little bit. I also still have that scar tape under there. But to my eye, that is looking much more natural, much less noticeable that's a little sparse in the front there. And that's how you can play with a part line that is looking a little sparse. As I said, I wouldn't do it at the very front, but further back. So I'm really liking that now. And so next, we'll go ahead and we'll look at the cap construction. First, I'll remove the piece of silicone scar tape that I have on the mono part there. I like to use the AWD Medical silicone scar sheets, and this just helps me create scalp appearance where otherwise my fine and thin dark bio hair might show through the monofilament. And it's easy to apply and remove. I'll leave it in my description box. I purchase it on Amazon. So as you can see, this is where we have the parting space, the left mono part. And I think this pattern is very interesting. Of course, that's the highlighting in the style. And then you have the extended lace front that runs about halfway down on the ear tabs on both sides. Beautiful extended lace front. This allows you to style the wig away from the face and have that appearance of hair growth all along the extended lace front. So I'm a huge fan. Then we have soft ear tabs with metal stays. An extended nape for a bit of extra coverage. Velcro style adjusters. And I want to mention I have a 22-inch circumference head. All my measurements are in the description box down below so that you can compare them to your own. I left these adjusters where they were, and this fits me very comfortably. So as you can see, you could still tighten or loosen the adjusters, and I think it would fit a variety of head sizes. Also, you have the open wefting in the back and on the sides, and that makes for a very nice and stretchy cap. So I did my permatease inspection, and I'm pleased to say I found 0 permatease. I could not find permatease. I checked the area next to the mono part. I checked the nape and the ear tabs and did not find any permatease. So this is absolutely a very natural, light density style with apparently no permatease whatsoever and a beautiful cap construction. So next, we'll go ahead and go over some styling options. So with a mid-length, sleek, low-density style like this, you have quite a few styling options. Let's just look at a few. I always like to test an ear tuck. I like to do a half tuck on the right side. This also keeps those fibers back if you're working around the house or in the yard and really don't want to be bothered with any fibers falling forward. I think that works really well on the right here. And then on the left, I like to sometimes do a full tuck. That's a good look. So it works really well with this style. Then sometimes I like to take just a little claw clip and we'll just clip back some fibers in the front here. Very similar to tucking, just with a clip instead. And that's cute. And then, of course, I like to do the headband. And this allows me to show you also exactly what kind of coverage I'm getting from this style. Okay, so first, that extended lace front runs from about here to here on me. And you can see that all along there you have the appearance of hair growth, which is wonderful for styling wigs away from the face. And then if you do have some bio hair, you want to try to blend it, of course, with the fiber colors. And then you have the parting space there. You can see that I've added a little bit of color to the part to make it just appear a little more dense in the front. You can see it's a little sparse in the front here. Of course, you could add a little bit of color here too if you wanted to make that look more dense, but I think it's actually okay, and I'll leave it like this. And then you have the ear tabs. They come to here on me, and I'm just running my fingers along the ear tab so you can see clearly where those land. So really a nice amount of coverage for me. I always have a little bit of bio hair showing because I have a fairly low hairline. So I think that's a really nice amount of coverage and a cute look for this style. Then lastly, I always like to test the ponytail. And just so you know, my bio hair is tucked under for this. Okay, now I wrap that hair tie 3 times, so that confirms the density as being low. And you can see, there are quite a few shorter pieces coming out of that ponytail. So that reminds me to tell you about all the layering in this style. It's almost like you can create a bob style out of the shorter pieces. And so, of course, for purposes of a ponytail, I would either use a little pin, a bobby pin maybe, to fasten those, or you could have some framing the face. I think it's a bit too much to frame the face on this side. Maybe separate some out and tuck some. A messy ponytail look is also a cute look, I think. And of course you can, as we said, easily tuck. Maybe we'll just do that. All right, and I haven't even looked at this myself, so hopefully this turned out. Let's go ahead and look at it from all sides. Here she is from the right. And the back. And the left. It feels very comfortable, and I think it's a cute look. Yeah, you just have to tuck these pieces, and then you can go about your day without feeling the fibers on your neck if it's a warm day. And I love the versatility of that for this style and just in general. So next we'll go outside and we'll get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. So as I mentioned before, Mocha Maple Brown is a new color for Belle Tress for their city collection. And I was very excited to try it because I'm a natural brunette and I love trying brunette shades. I also love Belle Tress's Mocha with Cream and have worn many styles in that color. Absolutely, I'm a huge fan. And was wondering if this would be at all similar, and I will say it's quite different. Mocha with Cream is a lot lighter and has a lot more blonde highlights and then a very dark rooting. This color is more of sort of a medium brown, quite warm, and unfortunately these styles aren't on the Belle Tress website yet, so I haven't been able to read a description for this color, but I would absolutely say that it is a medium brown with warm reddish blonde highlights. It did remind me of some Raquel Welch colors, and I have a couple that I can show you here, and we can compare them side by side, and we'll do that in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and look at the details out here. There's that darker brown, and then you have a lot of the lighter fibers in the front. You can see that there. And I think that's really well done. That helps create a really soft, natural looking hairline. Let's get a good look at that. Again, just a little bit sparse, so I would be sure to check your style when you receive it to make sure that that's something that works for you. And then we have that left mono part. I have some silicone scar tape under there and a little bit of eyeliner in this area to help make that look a little more dense. And yeah, I think it's just really beautifully distributed, not at all too stripy. You can see a little bit of highlighting here and there, but I don't find it to be too stripy. Let's look at it from all sides. Here we are from the right and the back and the left. Absolutely gorgeous brunette shade. So let's compare. I have a Wavy Day in Hazelnut by Raquel Welch. This is my own personal Wavy Day that I've been wearing. Let's go ahead and compare the colors. You can see there are similarities. And I showed it to my husband, and he actually feels that the other style I have is closer in color. So I'll be curious to see what you think. I think the color on this style is sort of in between the hazelnut and the ginger brown that I'm going to show you. So let's go ahead and look at that. This is Untold Story in Ginger Brown. I reviewed this recently for Lori's Lemonade Stand, which is why I have her on hand. Again, very close. So this is what my husband thought looked closer to this color. Maybe we'll do a quick side-by-side if I can do it of all three. So to me, the hazelnut is a little cooler, although still I would refer to this as a warmer brunette. And then we have, of course, the Mocha Maple Brown in the center that I'm wearing. And then this is the Ginger Brown. So here we are. I'll back up a little. From the front, top, right, and the back, and the left. I hope that worked. So you can see very similar to both of these shades, probably a little closer to the ginger brown. But I just think that's wonderful that we have more options now, you know, a different style by a different manufacturer in this beautiful medium brown with warm strawberry blonde highlights. And I think it just works so well for these sleek, low density city collection styles. So final thoughts. Malibu by Belle Tress in the color Mocha Maple Brown is a stunning, sleek, mid-length style with layers throughout and just a beautiful shape. These fibers that kind of curve inward, that's so flattering, and not really overly wavy, just a beautiful shape. It just looks like you styled your hair to achieve this elegant look. So I'm a huge fan, and I can't wait to wear this out to dinner or date night or a party, who knows. Just a beautiful style to wear if I want to dress up a little bit. Of course, it would work really well for everyday wear as well. So absolutely love it. I love the layers, you know, that helps keep this style lower density. You have quite a few shorter pieces in the front, and then you have the longer fibers in the back. You can see there's definitely a difference between the lengths, but I think easily you have a few fibers, few longer pieces in the front and some in the back, and that's how I plan to wear her. And as we discussed, you have a number of styling options with this. You can pull the fibers back into a ponytail or an updo, or just tuck it throughout the day, or if you want to keep fibers out of your face, I think that works really well. So I love this kind of a style. I knew I would love it, and I absolutely do. And this color, this Mocha Maple Brown, is a beautiful warm brunette shade with these, you know, strawberry blonde highlights in the front, and you can see them here as well. Not too stripy. I think it's a pretty good blend, but you can see them. And I think it absolutely reminds me of some Raquel Welch colors. Just gorgeous and very comfortable for me as a natural brunette. If I have a little bit of bio hair showing, I think this works really well. So huge thumbs up for the style and the color. I can't wait to try more City Collection styles. So many of them look absolutely amazing to me, so I'm very excited. And I think they will be very popular, is my prediction. So I hope that this review has been helpful and informative, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.